Talk about a lesson in humility. Today just ain't my day. I'm really sad. I'm not really sure what to do. Y'all, I need my energy today, and that's why I'm at Starbucks. I'm gonna have to harness the power of the caffeine to detail the world's most dirty Jeep. How do we get here? I never thought you'd ask. Yes, we went down to Kanab, a 5-hour road trip. I went through sand.
And this stuff is like a foot deep.
The Jeep ended up getting stuck. Miraculously, we got out. I won't even tell you or bore you with the details. It was fun, exhilarating, scary. And probably hard on the Jeep. The internal components, I'm sure, and also the exterior. So, after that bumpy, sandy trip, we're about to do a public inside and out, if I have enough energy, if I don't roast in the sun on this 4th of July weekend. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do as much as we can until we get kicked out, until we pass out. Let's freaking go. All right, y'all, I thought I was gonna come here and do an interior, exterior. I think we're gonna keep it to the exterior. The wind is really strong and it just blew my phone off the tripod and the audio recording case smashed. Vibes are not high, all right? I was expecting more from Starbucks, so let's talk to corporate here. I'm also on a dirty parking lot, so the wind's blowing everywhere. Wind is not fun. I'm in my head a little bit, but we're persevering, okay? What would the founders say? We persevere. More caffeine, please. Let's go. All right, you guys. It's been a rough day. My camera blew over. I thought I was harnessing the power of Starbucks. I forgot my gun, so I can't use a foam cannon here. I'm really sad. I'm not really sure what to do. I didn't bring my keg because I had this great idea of what I was gonna do today. I was gonna foam the car down. Just watch and I'll show you what I do. I'm starting to lose hope. I'm really hot. We're out here in these streets. Very excited to try out Wheel Wash Ragnarok. Jamie said you can use it straight or you can dilute it. But if you use it straight, just give it maybe 20 seconds of dwell time, 30 seconds of dwell time and rinse off. So that's what I'm gonna do. Give that some good dwell time, and then we'll just rinse it off without, unfortunately, my pressure washer guns. So all I have is my tip. Ooh, that smells strong. I'm gonna stand back. We're gonna rinse. Let's go. That's my pressure washer, guys. Judge me if you want. Now in my IK Foam Pro 2 Plus, I've got all clean, a little bit of Rogue pH neutral soap. We're gonna go ahead and do the whole wheel now. We'll let that dwell. And now, because I didn't bring my keg, because I thought I was so smart, I'm not even going to, I'm not even gonna foam or rinse again. I'm gonna hit the barrels first. And I believe you could find this barrel blade on the houseofrags.com, as well as anything else you see, quiver, DIY detail, and go ahead and use promo code NICKATNIGHT to save yourself 10%. But yeah, I'm getting a real good, thorough wheel cleaning here. Got the Rinseless wash in the bucket, which makes me feel very confident. This simple 5-spoke wheel design, I wasn't a fan of it when Ivan helped me pick these out when I picked up my Jeep in Omaha, Nebraska. But I'll tell you what, I'm a happy camper now. One more spritz, all right, I caved. Talk about a lesson in humility. My 2-2 luck gun with the foam cannon, I was gonna do a nice foam show for the people here. Instead, we're going gorilla style, guys. Now, I'm debating here, because I did the acid wash as a pre-treat, rinsed. I'm wondering if that counts as my foam rinse foam. I really don't feel like rinsing this off and then washing again, so I think I'm just gonna wash with the foam on there. Again, it's all clean and a little bit of Rogue from Detail Co. And we'll make sure we do the barrels. There's always a way, guys. Where there's a will, there's a way. Starbucks doesn't like me here today. Maybe I'm supposed to be enjoying the 4th of July. I'm gonna see the fireworks later, don't worry. With the kiddos, they're with their mom for the afternoon. And you know what? It's actually fun to detail. So if on the 4th of July, I wanna detail a car, and because that's what I consider fun, then I'm like stoked. What a great way to spend the holiday. And let me know down in the comments if you also love cleaning cars, and this is your idea of fun. Oh, we're about to do a fun rinseless wash today, guys. This was not what I anticipated. No way to get the rinseless on the surface. Oh, but I've got a clever idea, so just you wait, folks. Just you wait. Ego cordless pressure washer, working well today. I'm gonna make sure it's topped off with lots of water. A lot of folks really worry about getting all the browning out of the tires. Not a necessity. All I care about is giving them a deep clean and then putting tire lotion on at the end. They're clean, they're protected, and we're good to go. And at least I know when I'm spraying water on this vehicle, it's all distilled water, so I'm not gonna have to worry about any water spotting. All right, guys, it's the 4th of July. America was founded on hard work, ingenuity, persistence. I am not giving up. Now that my pity party is over, I have a plan. The wheels are done, I feel great about that. I don't have a pressure washer, I don't have a foam cannon, but luckily my friends at the House of Rags hooked me up with this Foam Coat Pro 2. So I'm just gonna pump this to heck. I imagine there's probably some kind of Schrader valve I can put in with an inflator. Not happening right now. I've got Josh V's Quiver soap in here. I'm just gonna foam one side of it, rinse it, hybrid wash it, call it a day. You're wondering, how am I gonna do that? I'm leveraging shade. So right now the sun went out, there's no shade, but this side's typically been shadier. So what I'm gonna do as an outdoor detailer is I'm gonna work in the shade. If I have to, I'll flip this around. We're gonna play this by ear, guys. But one thing we will not do is give up. Let's go. It ain't pretty, but we have soap on the surface. We're in direct sunlight. Hey, it's Josh V's line, right? He says direct sunlight, we're all good. So let's send it. I'm only doing half the car, as you can see. Stay tuned for what happens next. All right, before it has a chance to completely dry on me, I've got rinseless wash in here. I was gonna do this amazing hybrid wash, you guys, where I would pressure wash with the soap, and then I would run rinseless wash through the pressure washer. And you guys were gonna be like, oh, you don't even need the foam rinse foam or the chemical rinse chemical. You had your second step built in with the rinseless wash. That was my goal, friends, that was my goal. And now we're adjusting on the fly because we're professionals, and I'm talking about myself in the third person, because that's what happens when I mobile detail. It gets messy, it gets real, it gets raw, and it gets fun. I love the idea that I have distilled water on here, so if I'm making a mess and I'm moving stuff around, I know distilled's not gonna leave water spots. And actually, this is doing a decent enough job. Thankfully, I protect my paint, so a lot of this stuff is just washing off as I go ahead and rinse. I'm gonna get this going on the front end and just let it dwell on these bugs. I know I said I was working sides, guys. I'm just working sections right now. So I've got my rinseless wash already pre-mixed. At least I planned that well from home. And now I'm gonna go ahead and wash. I haven't done the back yet. I'm using no pressure on my Legacy sponge, flipping the side of my sponge for every panel. I'm not worried about that drying up on me. If I were, I could go ahead and use my drying aid right away. But I think I've got a little bit more dwell time there, so I'm just gonna let it kind of ride for a little bit as I continue to wash. You can actually see some of those like sideways swipes where I've actually washed. That's what you can see with the trail of Rinseless. And then here you see those tight water beads. That's where I haven't washed, so watch this. You can see I've washed there, but I haven't washed there. So I'm gonna flip my sponge, no pressure. Probably could decon this as well. So I'm gonna try that just with rinseless wash. We're gonna try to decontaminate all the exterior surfaces. No extra pressure. Plucking off any bug guts that might have been on there. Switching sides. Rinseless as my lubrication. No pressure whatsoever. I might have come somewhat organized. Towel. I'm gonna prime my towel on glass with a little bit of C6 mist. Oh, America's favorite drying aid. I believe the logos do have red, white, and blue on them for America, so just gonna give myself a little extra drying aid here. Now, do I need a drying aid? No. Rinseless wash is its own drying aid. That's what's beautiful about it. But I like the boost of gloss C6 Mist gives me. It's specifically designed for coated cars, but works great on non-coated vehicles. It's just a great way to add gloss, slickness, a little bit of protection, a lot of shine to your ride. Everything else that dries on me is either gonna be a polymer spot that comes off super easy because it's rinseless wash, or the triple insurance is I'm using only distilled water here. Now I'm gonna do the hood because no matter what I do, it's not in shade. So I'll tackle that as its own beast, finish there, and then flip it around. I'm gonna see what's coming off up here first. Again, I've got rinseless wash in my sprayer here, so I'm actually pre-treating in a way. I mean, this could be both steps for me if I really wanted it to. I'm not worried about distilled water leaving water spots. All right, one more spray down with this, just because it has a little bit of all clean left in there. I assume it's gonna probably clean a little bit better on these bug guts. Now, you might call me a hack, but this is my wheel brush. It was in my wheel bucket with rinseless wash in there. It feels clean to me, it looks clean to me. It looks a little black, like the tips are stained. I'm gonna plan on rinsing this one more time. We never actually ceramic coated this front grille. We were gonna like plasti dip it when we were in Omaha, and that never happened. Oh my gosh. I gotta bring you in so you can see what's happening here. This is amazing. Some of this stuff is just totally etched. It's never coming out. But then there's the odd bug gut that just really, they wanna go. They really do. They're saying, get me out of here. I don't see any on the tip faces there. If you want to be extra careful, you could keep rinsing this brush off in between. But I'm using no pressure. Like, that's a bug gut, I think, that little black dot. See, it's all gone. So we're taking care of business. It ain't pretty, but you know what? Neither was the American Revolution. The British were defeated. We had our independence, and that's what we're celebrating today. One more dip in the wheel bucket. Let's just work this front end. I'm actually not doing any work. I'm just letting the chemicals, the rinseless, the Incredible Suds, or Josh V's soap, I apologize, the quiver. we're also in an Ace parking lot, so people are doing construction on their vehicles. So it's obviously a place people feel inspired to get stuff done. But there we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off this hood here. Not sure why these concrete slabs are here, but someone told me in a recent video if my bucket were higher than the pressure washer, I wouldn't have issues with it pulling. So again, it looks super shady, but I'm just trying to get Josh V's soap dwelling on the surface. I know that wasn't even coverage. Hopefully in the rinse off it'll help. Plus we have rinseless wash in the rinsing solution and a little bit of cloud cover here. I may take advantage of that. For sure taking advantage of the temporary cloud cover. I'm gonna hit this front fender. See if I can't get this a little bit more evenly spread. No, that's pretty awful. Then we can go ahead and rinse away. And then once I'm done rinsing this area, we can protect the hood and then just move on. Oh, there we go, there's that sun again. Rinsing toward the side that I haven't hit yet, obviously. Oh, running out of water. Maybe I need more of this stuff, huh? One thing you'll realize as a mobile detailer, especially starting out, pretty much anytime, things always go wrong. So you could get the job done at your customer's house, it just ain't gonna be pretty. Getting in the flow again. Just gonna wash this one more time with my rinseless wash, DIY detail rinseless wash solution, diluted 256:1 in the bucket. Feeling the flow, Happy.
Feel the flow, Happy. Feel it. It's circular.
Feel the flow. If you know Happy Gilmore, you know. If not, I apologize for that obtuse movie reference. A little rinseless there for that surface. I don't think I had rinseless when oh no. It's time to adjust, folks. It's getting real. It is about the most real it's ever gotten in these detailing streets. I'll rinse this out later, it'll be fine. But not today. Today just ain't my day. That's okay. It's America's day. This is a fluffy microfiber from the House of Rags. I can't remember what the name of it is. I usually only wash with the sponge. But I'm gonna use no pressure. Flip my sides frequently here. And just be thankful that I'm alive, dude. I'm alive today. I get to detail a car. Life is good. Life is good. I'm gonna re-dip. Boy, I've just relied so much on the sponge in my life that it's been a while since I've used just a microfiber towel. They're very grabby, so I'm conscious of, they don't release very well, they grab well. So I'm getting bug guts, but when I do, I'm gonna flip the side and just run it ever so gingerly here. And yeah, I mean, it's getting a lot of the crud. I may triple check these front grills just to make sure. One spray of C6 Mist, where I spray it is where I apply the towel. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll do one here, one there. And we'll do this approach. Of course, I don't want anything to dry on me in the sun, so if I'm gonna be haphazard with the spray, I better be quick with the wipe, right? Quick doesn't mean sloppy. Quick does not mean sloppy, folks. And now, the wind calmed down, which I'm very grateful for as well. So, the elements are real. Detailing is fun. One spray of C6 Mist, great smell, phenomenal drying aid and lubricant. Okay, now we got a Jeep that looks pretty dang good, guys. Let's go. We're getting close. You know what? Is there anything better than a hard-earned victory? Answer me that in the comments. What feels better than a hard-earned victory? All right, you guys, I promised you guys I was gonna switch sides for the sun, this, that, and the other thing. I just don't feel like it. I feel like every time I do something, I run the risk of it breaking. So for now, I'm just gonna foam this side. We're gonna rinse this side and we're gonna get her done. How's that sound? Should have titled this video, Many Things Went Wrong, or Disastrous Detail. Not a disaster detail in the way that they sell you on the internet. No, not those. Wasn't even that dirty compared to those. Just all the stuff that went wrong. And this is why efficiency is a beautiful thing, guys. Efficiency is a beautiful thing. Dunking back in my rinseless wash bucket, leveraging the technology. Again, microfiber grabs onto this dirt really well. It's very actually aggressive. So I'm using no pressure. And if I'm worried about it all, I'm just gonna flip sides. I didn't even decon the hood, did I? Now that I think about it. I like lots of the rinseless solution on here. I don't know if that's being wasteful of product or sloppy. Decon of the glass. Flipping sides. Still have lubrication under the wash media here. Under my decon towel, excuse me. Flipping sides again. And just doing a light shave. Just a light shave. Folks, we are so close. We are so close. All right, y'all. That's about it for my water. $15 in distilled water. Now gone. Let's dump the rest on here. Okay. You guys, I actually know better than this. Even if I was gonna use a ladder, like Ivan might recommend, a platform, like this is of dubious safety, but I should have at least done this first, right? Because if I do this last, then I might get a little sloppy and drips might end up on the paint. So I've got my rinseless wash dampened towel. I'm gonna follow it up with my drying blanket. Not a big deal. Doing the best I can. Not worried about these fiberglass panels getting scratched up with improper wash technique. That's just probably not gonna happen. One last thing before I leave. I can't abide this. Come on now. I'll take my rinseless wash dampened towel, get all this splatter off the top. We're gonna have to dress these tires before we go, folks. And we can't be doing that all messy. And now's the time we can go mop up whatever might still be on the surface. Mist actually works better as just a straight detailer than ceramic gloss. So I'm almost treating it like that now, where I just kind of spray and wipe any affected areas that I see might have some drips. All right, y'all, even in a gravel parking lot, we don't mess around. We are not leaving without shined up tires, and that's what we're gonna do. This detail beat me up. It tested my strength. It asked me, do you have fortitude to continue going, Nick? And I hope that we answered with a resounding yes. I don't want to get this wet or dirty on the ground, so I may need to pull the vehicle forward a couple feet or back a couple feet to get this last tire lotion line dialed right in. But that's also called detailing. Backing up those 2 feet and just getting this area that we missed with a little bit extra tire lotion. Right in here was missed pretty badly, so I'll just give it a little fresh spritz. You might say, are you just covering up some dirt there? I don't know, guys. You tell me what really matters here. I've cleaned it. I've dressed it. It'll look nice. It won't be permanent, but it sure does look nice. Let's go! Another episode of Nick at Night in the books. What do y'all think? The dust from the gravel is gonna blow and make this car dirty again soon. I don't care. I won, and so did America. This was an adventure. This was a journey. I appreciate y'all.